Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be showing you guys how I do my twist and curl transformation or look. So first I'm going to use Argan Oil's leave-in conditioner spray. So I just spray it all over my hair. This makes my hair a little bit more manageable since I'll be doing this style on dry hair, which I normally do not do. So you want to just take a section from the back, or you can start wherever you like, but I normally just start in the back. You don't want your section to be too big or too small, just big enough so the definition will come out well. And then I usually just finger comb my hair. Alright, so next I'm going to use Auntie Jackie's Defining Curl Custard, and I'm just going to put that all over my hair. It makes it so much easier to detangle. And I usually just use my finger just to scoop a little bit out, and that should be enough. And you see how easy it made it to just brush through this? And then next you want to just separate when you're twisting, just to make sure the part is going to be even, so that way when you're unraveling it, there wouldn't be any snags. So you just want to twist it all the way down until like maybe 2/3 down, and then you're going to just wrap the part that is not twisted around the perm rod very flat. And I'm just going to do another section so you guys can see how I did that one. And I was basically just parting my hair with my hand. I didn't use a comb at all. Okay, so just finger detangle your hair. Spray a little bit more leave-in conditioner if you need to. And then put some more of Auntie Jackie's Defining Curl Custard. Make sure you get it all over. And then just brush through it. I usually start at the tip of my hair just to detangle it. It makes it so much easier, less shedding. Okay, and then just separate it in the middle. Try to get it as even as possible before you start twisting. And then just twist it 2/3 down. And then just brush the ends. And then wrap it around the perm rod as flat as possible and as tight as possible. Okay, and then you just repeat the whole thing all over your head. All right, so we are more than halfway done. So when you get to the front, you want to make sure to give yourself a part just in case you decide to do a middle part or a side part. It'll be so much easier to part your hair now versus trying to part it with a comb later, which will pretty much not mess up your curls, but just, separate it a little bit more. So once I do my part, I just make sure that the sections are even. And then you want to just detangle per usual. Use the leave-in conditioner and then use any type of curling custard. And of course, like I said, I used Aunt Jackie's curling custard, and just brush through it. And then you want to make sure to twist your hair to the front, so that way it will fall forward. And the same as usual, make sure your section that you're going to twist is pretty even. Just twist, twist, twist until you get 2/3 down. And then just brush through it. And then just wrap it around the perm rod. Yes, last section. At this point, your girl was tired. But we are almost done. Let's just get through it. I'm just going to follow the same exact steps. And I realized the sections that were a little bit bigger, they were so much harder to detangle, and I had to add either more product or really take my time combing through it. But one thing I do like about this defining curl custard, it has a lot of slip to it. So it's really good for detangling or for doing twist outs. But if you see, I keep just brushing through it. You don't want to get any snags while you're brushing through it, because it's going to be a little bit harder when you're actually doing the twisting and taking out the twist. All right, so this one twist I realized wasn't as tight as the root at the root, so I just used one of my pin clip thingies, I can't think of the name right now, to just pin it down so it can be a little bit tighter. so I wouldn't have to take the whole twist. I just twisted it again at the top. All right, we are done. So what I do next is just put on a bonnet. And yes, this is an oversized bonnet. I couldn't find my smaller one, but this bonnet I usually use for my braids. And then it's time to go to sleep. See y'all tomorrow. Hey guys, good morning. All right, so it's the next day. So next I'm just gonna take these twists out and these perm rods out, and then we'll see how it turned out. So usually what I do, I try not to put any heat, like little to no heat to my hair all year round. So I just usually put the rollers or whatever style I do, I put it in, sleep on it, and then take it out the next day. Sometimes 2 days later, depending on what the style is. But today, it's just the next day. So let's see how it turned out. So I usually just start taking them out from the back first. Okay, not bad. So I realized some of my hair did not dry completely, but the show must go on. All right, so next you want to just, the same way you order that you put the twist in, you can take the twist out in that same order. So I always start in the back. So you just want to separate it in the middle of how you twisted it. Just unravel it in the same direction. And you can just pin your hair up just to get it out the way. And then within that section, I just split it in half again. And I only did that because the sections in the back were done a little bit bigger. And then you just do the same thing to the next twist. And you see how easy it was just to separate it exactly down the middle because there was no snags when I was twisting it. Look at that twist, it's juicy. So the ones in the front, because they weren't all the way dry, I didn't separate them multiple times. I just unraveled the twist and just left them be. Okay, last one. See, pretty easy, right? Okay, looking good so far. All right, and you guys know what is up next. Pro pick time. So you just want to take your fro pick and then just separate the harsh lines as much as possible and just to fluff out your hair. And I usually just go in a circular motion around the just around my head and then at the bottom as well. And then you want to just go back into the middle and just get out the harsh lines. Shake it out if you have to. You see how the harsh line is gone now? You can't even see it. All right, and that is it. Pretty easy, right?